Okay, hello, hi, everyone. Hello, hi. Hello. Hello, hi, it's me. Hello. So what we're doing today, and we might not be doing it for very long, I don't know yet. We're gonna build a computer. We're gonna we're gonna we're gonna computer together a computer, or multiple. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. So you may have noticed on your screen, you may recognize this device as a computer. Let's look in, shall we? So yeah, two serials, DVI, VGA, two networks, and then an additional network. No CODA. It's not home PNA. It's just another plain old network card. This was some kind of router. Um, I don't think it actually has its original. No, it doesn't have it like the name of whatever product it actually was. This is just the generic like bare bones um, device that whatever company bought to use this. Hell, maybe it was PFSense. For that matter, I don't even know. Maybe the hard drive's not wiped. I have not checked. Yeah, I really don't know. So, not cocaine. Oh, interesting. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Oh, oof, oofa doofa. This is a gay little computer. That's a fact. This computer is definitely gay. Let me tell you. Um, as a gay person, I know. I can tell. Look at the amount of shmoo. Holy shit. Oh my god, they really just... Oofa doofa. They really, really just went at it with that stuff. Damnation. Oh, sorry. Somebody asked, where's the power input? Honk. It takes 12 volts directly, baby. Yeah. Yeah, so big honkin' DC input right there. I don't even know where the VRMs live. There's VRMs in here somewhere. I don't know what CPU this is. It's probably an Atom. I can't see it under all that. It might have said, did it say? It just says Catalina on the side, which could be a code name for an Atom. Might not be. Anyway, single X1, MSATA, little baby MSATA there. The best part about this, laptop RAM, SODIMMs, mounted in conventional DIMM style slots. Not rare, not really rare, honestly, but still very cute. Yeah, this thing is very special purpose. I also have no idea who made it. Who made this board? Yeah, no name anywhere. And, to give you an idea, it doesn't have it populated, but there are markings down here about LVDS. So, yeah. And, of course, you've got the CPU fan that runs, or not CPU, but the chassis fan, 80 millimeter, whatever it is, NIDEC, that runs directly off the board. That's fun. That's glued into... Oh. Oh, there's a debug port back there. I wonder what that is. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, right. My intent is to swap this board with one of the other two I have here, but I'm realizing fairly rapidly that I may not be able to get this front panel connector to ever work. Hmm. 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 Well, I could always take this little board off and just rewire the everything. I don't want to do that. It might not be worth it for the bit that I want to do. This is a project for a video. I want some authenticity, but shit, might not be worth that much authenticity. Anyway, so, alright, this connector is the only DC input that should exist. This should be legally mandated in all countries around the world. It's a screw-on barrel jack. Here's the mating connector. There it is. These are quite beefy. They, of course, can't fall out. Run that guy in there. Run that collar down. There we go. That's not going anywhere ever. Incredibly high current capacity. Nothing to complain about. This is a 12 volt 5 amp power supply. So, yeah. Let me get... Let me find a cable here. This thing takes 110 of God's own volts. So, where's the I to the E to the C? Where did he go? Come on. I have thousands of these things. Where are they all? Well, this is dumb. Really? What? Why no IEC? Oh, hold up a second. I might see one across the room here. Here we go. All right. I don't know that I've ever powered this machine up. This might be its maiden voyage, so. Oh, it just turned itself on. Crap. That's not what I wanted. I'll turn that back off. Buddy, I'm in charge here. Turn on when I tell you to. Got my hanging monitor up here. Gosh, this is convenient. Having the monitor on an arm coming off the upper shelf here, great idea. Just a fantastic idea. And I also stopped mistreating myself, and I got a DVI cable for that monitor, so I'm not dealing with VGA. No one should ever use VGA. Hate VGA. Okay. It's keyboard time. Where is my little USB keyboard? There it is. There it is. A little keyboard for a little computer. A silly amount of money for a silly little guy. All right. All right, digital input, here we go. Computer on. I'm pressing delete. Okay, yep, it's an Atom D2550. Oh, okay, that's a bit newer than I thought. DDR3, 8 gigs. It's a 1.8 gigahertz processor. Wow. Not half bad. Oh, apparently the vendor here is Aptio, which I think is a submark of somebody. Could be wrong. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let's go through some Let's go through some settings here. ACPI settings. Show turn off string. Enable or disable. It is now safe to turn off your computer string. What? Huh? What? Huh? What? What? Huh. Okay. Well, anyway. Hyperthreading. Okay, so we have a SanDisk 32 gig drive in here, and it's running in ID compatibility mode. Oh, that's right. I remember now. This actually does have the software on it still. That's how I know that it's a router. Oh, that's fun. Wow, the UART can run in RS-232, 422, or 485 mode. What? What? Get out. Wait, there's a parallel port in there? Huh. Apparently there's a parallel port in there somewhere. Oh, delightful. Okay. Initiate graphics adapter. Oh, that's just telling you which one it wants to use. Oh, and then, yeah, there's the LVDS support. Huh. So it seems like maybe this machine is supposed to have LVDS. That's interesting. That might be relevant to my needs, but anyway. Full screen logo. Yeah, we'll skip it. Okay. All right. Oh, shit. What? Windows? What? Windows is... What? Windows is on here? Huh? Huh. I'm going to turn that away for a moment just because I literally have no idea what's about to come up on the screen. It could be many things. We'll not speculate. Here, you can... There's the computer. It's computing. Can't you see? Still booting. I've lost the Windows logo. Interesting. I wonder what it's doing. I wonder if it's forced over to the VGA output by the configuration in Windows. Let me go ahead and plug that in. No. No, that's not the situation. Okay, I'm not really sure what's amiss here. I'm going to go ahead and power this off, power back on, and we're going to do the F8 Tango. Oh yeah, the keyboard's actually a Cherry. I'll give you the model number in a second. It is a Cherry. What is the model? ML4100 USB. I don't love the layout and its low profile keys, but dang. Oh, hey, Germ-Free, how's it going? Good to see the Surg. I still don't want to show what's on the screen, just in case. Alright. I am now booping Windows in safe mode. And boy, that's not fast, let me tell you. Yeah. Presumably these are Cherry switches. I mean, it's made by Cherry. One would think they're Cherry switches. Yeah, where is Tilde? I'm looking. There it is. There it is down there. Not wonderful. Yeah, I can believe that somebody is overcharging for this. Keyboard. People selling keyboards are nuts. It's not a terrible layout. Wow, I gotta show you this. I've never seen it this slow. This is the slowest iGPU in the world. My God. Okay, it's progressing to a desktop supposedly, so let's cast our gaze away for a moment. Boy though, nothing is coming up on the screen, let me tell you. This gives me pause. Well, one thing I have noticed, if we take a close look here, the end of that PCIe slot is cut out, which means that we can put a graphics card in there. And if this thing is doing something funky with the graphics, then yeah, maybe we can uncover it. So let's get out the screw and the driver. Yeah, here we go. Oh, interesting. So you're saying this Cherry board is not actually a Cherry board. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't surprise me. Interesting. That is fighting me. Why doesn't that want to come out? Is it glued in somewhere? There we go. Little Intel network card. Probably. Oh, desktop adapter. Okay, yeah, that's just very, very basic. I was thinking for a second that it could be one of their server devices. Here's our our Mule graphics card, which might not seat due to the bracket, but it looks like it's gonna. All right, there we go. Okay, that is truly comical. Look at all the pins just hanging out of the socket. This is normal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, the system could just be failing. I'll admit to that possibility. But before I get there, let's... Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I just turned it on. The fans went instantly to max speed. Now, that shouldn't happen. Oh, okay, there we go. No, it slowed down. Okay. And, okay, we got the starting windows. Okay, we got the pulsating. Oh, hey, look at that. Wow. Yep, PCI Express devices do not care, typically, how many lanes you give them. They don't really give a shit. So you can usually, if you have an X16 device, it'll usually run on one lane or 2 lanes or 4 lanes or however many you got. It won't run well, but yeah, typically they will. Yep, yeah. PCIe is basically a network protocol. So this is a thing. These PCIe slots have the notch taken out of the end. Very, very, very common in a lot of. If you look at your motherboard, there's a good chance that you have a slot like that. And it's because PCIe is supposed to work this way. It's actually supposed to work this way. It's pretty cool, honestly. I think it's really neat. Okay, blue screened again. And there's nothing special, as far as I know, about the motherboard or its PCIe configuration to make that possible. If you ever have a board, I'm not saying you should do this, but if you're ever like really in a life or death pickle and you've got a board that doesn't have a slot that's cut out like that, and you really, really, really need to put a graphics card in it, as far as I know, you can take a knife or a, just a stiff, a really strong knife or a pair of side cutters or a Dremel or whatever, and notch the plastic out. There's no electrical contacts in the end of the connector or anything. Honestly, frankly, there really is no reason for any PCIe slot to have the notch at the end. I have seen X4, X8, and X1 slots that all have the notch missing. So, yeah, there's a feather in your cap. I'm doing one more safe mode boot right now to see if it's something to do with a graphics driver. But yeah, my next step is going to be a live Linux disk, because snacks on snacks. We got USB here. That's what we do up in this house. Knoppix, let's do that. Love the Knoppix. Yeah. All right. Can I get this guy any further in that away? There we go. Okay. All right, let's reboot. This thing's definitely new enough. It should boot no problem. This right here, this is a lifesaver. I write out so many USB drives that finally I just decided I didn't want to keep overwriting them. So whenever I write something out, I just try to just keep it that way. So, yeah. These are super, super cheap. Yeah, this is over NDI, so you'll see some packet loss. Oh yeah, there's like a good 2-second delay. Sorry everyone, best I can do. Someday I'll get a better setup for this. Not Geek just joined and asked what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Little. He's so small. He's not big. All right. And he won't boot. This has Windows on it, but the Windows keeps... Oh, you know what? I remember now. This machine did not come with this SSD. I put this SSD in here. Lol. UEFI boot. Okay, we'll just do it. Yeah, Knoppix? Oh, and there's 4 gigs of RAM in this thing right now. It supports 8, at least 8. I have 8. I just took one stick out. But no, this machine's from like at least 2011, maybe later. So I'm not surprised it's got the UEFI. So I just saw somebody say iOD. Ah, yes. Okay, I think, is this the device I was looking at getting? I think it is. Thing looks so freaking cool. Yeah. I'm going to get an iOD. Oh, man. It's so neat. So for anybody who doesn't know, I don't know anything about this. I'm not... Whoa, what the hell? Why is there music? Go away, music. Yes, I know about Ventoid, and in short, it doesn't interest me at all. Sorry. Video, stop. Do not video. Quit it. Man, who in this day and age? Man. Oh. Anyway, but yeah, Ventoid doesn't really interest me because it doesn't actually... It doesn't let me replicate the experience of plugging in a plugging in a USB CD-ROM, and the iOD supposedly does. That's what I want. I don't want to chain load. I don't want something that adds an extra step to the boot process. I want something that is the exact experience, absolutely unchanged from connecting a USB CD-ROM. And as I understand it, that is how this works. So that's what I want. I'm willing to pay the money for it, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and bring this over here. So yeah, apparently what this does is it's a little portable device. It's a USB memory device. It's USB 3.0. It's like several hundred gigs at least, and it manifests itself to the PC as an optical drive. It acts as if it's an optical drive, or apparently a normal hard drive. And I guess it'll mount VHDs, and that's all I really need to know. Like I don't need to know anything else. Like that's it. That's all I want. That's all I want. It's a GoTech for ISOs. I have wanted one of these for so long, and I just want it to be a finished product. I don't want it to be janky. I don't want to assemble it myself. I could maybe at some point. No. I just want it. I just want exactly this. This is what I want. I never wanted anything else, and I'm not going to have anything else. I'm just going to buy one of these. Supposedly anyway. Where do we buy this? Oh my god, I just clicked on the link to online seller, and it took me to the image online seller. Okay, so it's on the Amazon. All right. Yeah, GoTech for optical. And this is a thing I have always needed. I want if I had my druthers, I would never use that. Okay, here's the thing. Let me be honest. I hate writing ISOs out to USB. It pisses me off because it doesn't work. It is not the same, okay? It isn't the same. USB CD-ROM emulation. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Rufus and Bellina Etcher and all those other programs that write an ISO out to USB, that is not the same as booting from a CD-ROM. It isn't. It just plain isn't. It's not the same thing, and it never works quite the same. It's so fucking janky. I have had so many machines where I have tried to boot, like if I had plugged in a USB CD-ROM, and I've done this. I plug in a USB CD-ROM, I put it in a disk, they boot just fine. I plug in a USB drive with an ISO written to it. What does it do? Whoops, kernel panic, failed to mount Squash FS, because it's not the same. I don't fucking want something that's not the same. I want the right thing. I don't want some other AirSats thing, and I'm sick of using the AirSats thing. I don't want to use something that's half-assed. I hate using half-assed shit. I hate it when my process of diagnosing something or repairing something gets interrupted by hours of, ooh, it's not working. Is that because the memory is bad? Is that because you wrote the ISO wrong? Is that because the ISO was corrupted? Is that because of this? Is that because of that? Or is it because this machine just plain will not boot from that kind of media? Fuck you, Clown College, game over. Like, no, I don't have time for all that shit. No, hate that shit. Oh, that too, right? I know I can install Windows XP off of a USB CD-ROM. I'm going to do it later in this stream, most likely. But it will not boot off a USB stick unless you know the magic. And if you say the magic, I swear to God, I'm going to tell you to leave. Because, one, I'm not going to remember it. Two, people have been trying to tell me the magic for 20 years at this point, and every time it falls out of my brain. It is not information I should need to store in my neurons. I refuse. Do not ask me to impose that on myself. Go to hell. All right, anyway. So Knoppix is running, but yeah, god-awful slow. What is going on here? Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think it's just that this graphics card is the slowest graphics card in the known universe. Because there's not really, like, there's no error. Oh, wait, no, we're not on the onboard graphics card. What the fuck is going on? Oh, well, we are using an actual, like, Radeon GPU over PCIe X1. Yeah, that might have something to do with it. All right, well, anyway. For the sake of conversation, let's go ahead and LSPCI this bitch. All right, what do we have? We've got... so there's the Atom. It's ICH7, of course. Okay, it's a Radeon. Okay, so there's nothing really in this machine to speak of other than the obvious, like, onboard hardware. Anything on the USB? No, not really. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's all we needed to know. Uh, shit. Okay, well, I think the SSD doesn't work because the SSD just don't work. So, that's fine. So what we're going to do... It's bugging me now. I'm trying to figure out how this SSD got in here. If I bought it, then it would have been from RePC and it would have been wiped. They wipe everything. I know I didn't try to install this, so where did this come from? Huh. Well, I guess what I could do is I could jump over, could try to mount the drive. Oh God, come on, really? It is SD, either SDA or SDB. Of course, duh. What else would it be? Sorry, can't see the screen. It's not gonna be. This text is so small. It's running at some high VISA resolution anyway, so it's not gonna be able to really follow along. Well, Helga, I don't disagree, but it doesn't objectively take that much bandwidth. But what I'm saying is that this graphics card was not designed for that. So, mumble. There might be any number of reasons that it's not. It ain't working because it just ain't working. Oh my God, SDB. It's actually really hard to type on this keyboard because the layout is so weird. Okay, so SDB is the USB. All right, so let's mount SDA. Ah, so hard to type on this keyboard. SDA1, SDA. There we go. Okay. Wow, whatever this is. Whoa. Okay, there's an iNet pub. What the hell is this? Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to figure it out some other time. I definitely don't want to go through these files here on stream, let me tell you. No telling what's in there. So, classic.net app pool. I think this was a server. Yeah, very little on there. Okay, well, anyway. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry. I always forget about OS block. Ugh, that's all I wanted. Very silly man, am I? See, the thing is, I kept thinking of block ID as the one I wanted. I never remember that OS block exists. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, well... thermal throttling. That's a cute idea. But it's going to be hard to figure out because how do we get this heatsink off? I don't see... Oh, okay, the heatsink is actually screwed on from the bottom. Well, I'm planning on taking this board out anyway. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Good. Unplug. That guy. Let's get this thing broken down. Because I want to make a video eventually about carputers. And those were mostly a phenomenon, as far as I'm concerned, in the early 2000s. In the early 2000s, you wouldn't have a board like this because they didn't exist yet. And honestly, you wouldn't have anything this nice. You wouldn't have things like the ability to boot off USB reliably and things of that nature. Nah. Little ITX boards back then were garbage, and I've got two of those boards right here. So let's see if we can get this guy out, and then we'll see if one of the other ones will go in. And while we have this out, we'll take a look and see if, yeah, maybe the thermal compound dried out. It's a realistic proposal. Wow, there are not a lot of screws in that. Yeah, there we go. Yep. That's going to need a PH2, or a PH1, rather. Yes, it is laptop style SODIMM that's going into desktop style tab sockets. Isn't it amazing? It's actually not uncommon on small machines. I've seen some industrial hardware. I've seen some server hardware that does it. There's no reason not to do it, really. I think this is ITX. I think. Well, to be fair, this also is this is like a general purpose motherboard. I think this might have been sold at retail, so I don't think they wanted to limit it arbitrarily. You know, might as well just make it a normal board. For all I know, this was actually sold in a a colorful box. So ooh, that does not want to come off. Oh, okay, it's coming. Oh, there we go. Oh no, 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 no! Exposed core. No, exposed core. No, I haven't seen one of these in so fucking long. Oh man, I don't want to deal with this. You, god damn it! You motherfuckers put the curse on me. Oh no, bad. Oh no, exposed core. No, I mean soldered CPU. Sure, it's an atom, but oh gosh, look at that. The heatsink's also cool in the chipset. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Shit, we better clean that up with something reasonable. Let's do a guitar pick. Yeah, there we go. But not a real guitar pick. My IFixit.com case opener guitar pick. Makes me mad that these things actually... So, I gotta be honest. Once in a while I think, like, yeah, what companies would I take a sponsorship from? Like, if I was really hard up, if I was screwed, if I had to take sponsorships, like, to eat, who would I take sponsorships from? And for, I'm not gonna ever hawk any, like, fucking alternative, disgusting-ass alternative cereals or anything like that. That's shit's dumb. From all reports that, it's generally gross. And most of the other stuff that people sell is just fake. Most stuff that gets sponsored is just straight up fake. Mario Gonzalez, I get your reference, by the way. I get it. I saw that. But yeah, once in a while I think, like, who would I sponsor? Who'd I be willing to hawk? And for the longest time, iFixit was not on there because the thing is, like, you've always been able to go to Amazon and buy, like, crappy, like, plastic crap. Crappy crap. Yeah, there we go. I'm with the words tonight. Holy shit. You've always been able to go to Amazon, AliExpress, and whatnot, and buy all these shitty, fake guitar picks and stuff like that for taking apart things. And they're all the same. They're all exactly the same. And they're not made out of the right plastics. So when you go to take something apart with it, what happens is the tool just disintegrates. That's in reality, that's what happens. And finally, after a while, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I just thought everyone was lying because that's super common. People are just fucking liars. Like, the reason that I don't ever want to take sponsorships if I can avoid it is because sponsorships by their very nature mean that sooner or later you're going to come to depend on that money, and that means that you're going to start lying because sooner or later you'll get a sponsorship for something you don't believe in or something you know to be fraud, and you're going to sponsor it anyway. And at that point, there's lies leaving your mouth, and I don't ever want to do that. To the best of my knowledge, I have never lied on my channel. I don't ever intend to. I've been wrong, but I've never lied, and I don't want to start. So the idea of putting myself in that position sucks, because the thing is, it doesn't matter how much I respect somebody else. I assume that if they're talking about some, special offer, that they're lying, or more importantly, that it doesn't matter if they are or aren't, because I have to assume they are. If you're listening to a sponsorship, you need to assume that it's a lie. because just by default they are. They're mostly for bullshit. So I simply assumed that all the people hawking iFixit were just lying. And anyway, a while back I finally decided, fuck it, let's go buy one. These are genuinely a cut above the rest, and I'm kind of upset about it. Kind of mad. Makes me just a little bit angry. That, like, yeah, the the frickin', it sucks that we've fucked up capitalism so bad. This is a thing that comes up once in a while. Every once in a while, you know, I'll have that reaction to something where I go, like, how to put this? Me or somebody I know will go, hey, there's this thing I heard about, or there's this thing that people are always talking about, but the fact that people are talking about it means it must be bad. Means it must be horseshit. Right? I mean, surely we've all had that reaction, right? But sometimes everyone's talking about something because it's good. And that is so hard to accept because we have fucked up our society. We have fucked things up so bad that we literally, everyone is divided between two camps of people. You either think that because something is being mentioned a lot, it's good, or you think that because something's being mentioned a lot, it must be bad, or otherwise they wouldn't need to advertise for it. It's pretty much the mentality I think we go with. What a tragedy, right? You know, there's so many things I could probably be happy to own if only people would stop advertising them. If people would stop advertising them, I might be interested in trying them. But I'm just not willing to trust like that. And anyway, so in conclusion, yeah, the usual way it works with all the like plastic guitar picks and whatnot is that you stick them into the case gap and you slide them, and then they just get cleaved clean off by the ABS. It just whips the end right off your little guitar pick, and now you have nothing. And then you just have to do what you were going to do anyway. Use a fingernail, use a screwdriver. So for years, I've just never bothered with any of this because I, frankly, just thought that iFixit was what I call an uplifted 6 letters. That is to say, one of those generic 6-letter Amazon brands that doesn't really exist, that doesn't have a fixed address, and you know, is just relabeling stuff from other, you know, one of millions of names relabeling stuff from the same factory. I assumed that iFixit was just one of those. There's a bunch of American companies that basically go to Amazon and find one of the factories that's churning crap out on there, and then they put their name on it. And because it's not, you know, Groxla or like, you know, PG Love or one of those other like obviously fake brand names, they figure that people are more likely to buy it because it appears to be an American brand, despite the fact that it's completely indistinguishable from all the other crap on Amazon and whatnot. I assumed iFixit was that, and I think at one point they probably were. But genuinely, yeah, you know, the screwdrivers are pretty good, and the case tools are pretty damn good, and I'm just defeated at this point, I have to admit. The products are pretty good. Damn it. Makes me so mad. I want to hate them, but I can't. I'm trying. Okay. Be perfectly honest, I don't think this is going to make a lick of difference. Not a lick of difference. That thermal pad did not seem terribly different from any other that I've ever seen. So, whatever. Oh, I don't want that on yet. I need the keyboard. Come on. Shut off. There we go. Alright, give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, so actual guitar picks are generally made out of, God, what is it? Well, I mean, if you're at a minimum they're nylon, but I think a lot of the time they're like a phenolic or something like that. Something that's actually fairly high on the hardness spectrum. Oh, you know what? It would actually help if I plug the monitor in, it turns out. Huh, who knew? Damn, can you believe that Honda sells a car that's 95% similar to a Hyundai or a Dodge? Damn, this is such a scam. Yeah, I put paste on there. I put Arctic Silver on there. I mean, mostly it's just a specious argument. Knock it off. Like, I want to hear fucking bullshit about the LTT screwdriver, okay? I'm just literally not going to have the conversation. You don't know anything about manufacturing? Fuck off. Like, why be a joy kill? What's the fucking point? Why just be a prick? I don't get it. You could just not be a prick about it. It's not a fucking scam. They literally told everyone what they were doing from day one. Go away. Christ almighty. I don't know what the deal with this machine is. It just rebooted for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, no. This thing's acting weird. Still just as slow. It shouldn't be this slow. Alright. So, whatever. My cats are doing great. Actually, I'm doing pretty great. All things considered. Okay, so I don't think that this board is going to do what I want. I think it's just acting too weird. I don't trust it. So, oh, you know what? I forgot to mention. I don't know that I noticed this. There are 3 more COM ports here on the board. So yeah, this is a hella industrial board. All right, so we're going to have to get the glued cables out of here. Let's go ahead and find a knife or something, because we got to cut this crap. I don't love the idea of just using a knife to dig through the stuff here. You know, actually what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to be able to reuse this board anyway, I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this board and just take it out with the board, with the motherboard. There's no room for a power supply in this case that I know of, but I have a solution to that. Yeah, the RS 232 to 422 to 485 switchability. It's like every UART I think supports that, but no one ever implements it. So it's neat that they did it. Okay, and oh, interesting. So this fan, I thought I was gonna have to unscrew it from the outside, but it's actually floating here. Oh, that's not a good design. There's like a 3/4 inch to 1 inch gap between the fan and the chassis. Oh no, that's not a good idea. Oh no. Oh, I wouldn't do it that way. Oof. I see why. Well, I don't know. I don't know. That can't be good for airflow. You're not going to convince me that it is. Alright, so that should just pop. No, oh, I see. There's 2 more screws down there. One here. Okay, and then presumably, yep, one in the back. Yeah, I think that I'm really getting the feeling this industrial PC was not well designed. Oh, although I do like how these rubber fittings here slide over these pegs on the bottom. That's how the thing mounts. There are elements of this that are very cute, but I wouldn't call it good. What I do like is that they didn't just cut the I/O ports out of the back panel. So it's not just designed to support a single motherboard. All right, so let's that's an interesting point, Joseph. But so that is an interesting point, but the problem is that's in terms of how far it is from. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, maybe that would work. Whoa, yeah. If the fan is here, it's going to entrain. It's going to entrain more hot air on its way out. You see, here's what bothered me, and I think there's something to this. Not that I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but to me, you want to smash the fan right up against the outlet, because otherwise, okay, the fan is spinning. It's right here, so it's pressurizing the air inside the turbine, and when it exits, it wants to go the path of least resistance. Well, through this restricted outlet is not necessarily the path of least resistance. The gap to the side where it could just leave, it could just fuck off, that would seem to me to be the path of least resistance. But wait, this is an essentially sealed chassis. So if the fan is running and it's creating a high pressure zone in front, and it's intaking here, then perhaps this vent is the path of least resistance. Huh. Oh, okay, and Coda makes the point that it would help isolate vibration. Also a very good point. I mean, to me, they could have gotten it closer, but I sort of see why they didn't. So maybe all that speculation is just speculation. But, yeah. Was the fan intaking? Oh. Oh, shit, I hadn't noticed that. Wait. Was it? I don't see the path of... Oh! Well, shit, so it was. That's an intake fan, not an exhaust fan. Leave me alone. Alright. Let's look at our candidates. This is a VIA EPIA mini ITX board with, well, I think it was supposed to be fanless, so somebody screwed a fan to it with a single, like, random wood screw that they found or whatever. But it does have a fan header, so maybe this is just an aftermarket replacement. And it has blown caps everywhere. There. No, sorry, that one's fine. There, and there. So almost every single cap on this board is blown. And I might have replacements. Those are 10 at 15. 10 at 15, 10 at 15. Those look like they're all 10 at 1500. So this thing won't even post. We got to power up once, but it wouldn't post. I suspect that replacing all these would make it post. I might be able to push these off till later. What are these? These are 1006.3. Okay. Well, I do have some replacement caps somewhere. Maybe I could fix that. I just bought. Oops. Sorry for punching the mic here. See, I would like an opportunity to use the new toy. Yeah. It would be great to just pop those caps out and replace them. And if I have the replacement caps, maybe this becomes a cap replacement stream. Caliper. I do have a digital caliper. If you'll give me a few, maybe I can go and grab it. Okay, so question 1. Does this fit the holes? It should. They should be standard. Nope. No, it does not fit the holes. Oh no, sorry. It's rotated 90 degrees. There we go. Okay. There we are. Hole. Okay, so this would mount. I don't have the I/O shield for it, but it would mount. And a VIA C3, VIA EPIA is not too far off in era. It also has a composite video output, which is interesting. But one problem... Audio. Somebody desoldered the whole audio block and added a ground wire. Why? Why do that? Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, and yes, I'm sorry. The heatsink, the bridged heatsink with the hole for the capacitor. So I can tell you why they did that. That's because this is made as an extrusion, right? That they just machined out the middle so that they can then handle it as a single component for assembly, right? If they had made two separate components, then they would have had to handle these as two separate components, and it would increase the number of assembly steps. So it was probably easier to machine and drill this than it was to make two separate heat sinks. Ain't that good? Okay, thanks, iComputer. Appreciate the input. I'll keep that in mind. And yes, composite and S-video. So there are a number of useful things you can do with that in a computer application. So that might be useful. But frankly, I think that we're going to be going with this guy here. This is, I think, oh, this might be too new. This might be too new for my needs. Or for my, well, desires. I might go with it anyway, just because it'll work. But you know what? This is not the same size board. Is this going to fit? This might not fit in the chassis. Oh, no. No, it doesn't. Oh, nah. Oh, nah, it doesn't fit. Damn, it don't fit in the box. Wish I could say that's the first time that happened. Fuck me. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Yeah, but I thought these were the same size. Crap. Ass. Damn. And several other cusses. Well, that explains some things because when I got... Well, no, not really. So this is a VIA board. I'm pretty damn positive. We'll fire it up. I think it does work. It has a few blown caps, but I think it does run. We should be able to verify this. So earlier when I was picking this thing up, I got a PicoPSU, right? Because I needed... So the first board is appealing because it has 12 volts directly in, right? So I might end up using that just because it's very convenient. But I was gonna go with this board, so I went in to get a PicoPSU for it, and I found out the one I got was gonna be 24 pin, but that's okay because I've got this guy here, which is actually a power supply splitter. It's for running dual ATX supplies, so it's got the activate lead that flies off of it. But it also happens to functionally be a 24 to 20 pin adapter, so I can use that and plug that in there. I can plug the PicoPSU in, and the PicoPSU will run off of 12 of God's own volts, and that would do the job. So But the first one I got was only a 20 pin because this is only a 20 pin, and I thought that the red board was as well, and I was shocked to find out that, well, yes it is, but this is an interesting hole in my memory. It's 20 plus 4. And I have to admit, I completely forgot that 20 plus 4 existed. I thought it was all 24. I thought they went to 24 pin and then they started adding the 4 pin connectors. Yes, I know that's not true. I now remember this now. Wow. I now remember this, but at the time, I wasn't thinking. So I ended up having to go back and get the 24 pin PicoPSU because it includes HIMB. So I'll be able to use it to power this board, only to find out that this board won't do what I need. God damn it. Shit. Okay, so we're stuck with either the Epia or the original board, and frankly, it's probably going to be the original board. But since we're here, and I'm curious whether I don't even know if the PicoPSU works. I haven't even tried it, so let's go ahead and try it. You should buy it. Yeah, I think you should buy it. Okay, where's this go? This goes over here. Okay. No screws under it? Nope. Okay. And of course, onboard VGA. This is the thing that really frosts me, is this machine was actually appropriately contemporary. It was the right age for what I wanted to do. Didn't want something that had, DVI on board. Okay, let's see if the power supply for the other board will fit the PicoPSU. I have not tried this. Hey, it works. Well, I mean, we don't know if it works, but it plugged in. I don't see anything happening. I don't see any smoke yet either, but I don't see anything happening, so I guess there's no light on the PicoPSU or anything like that, so I'm going to have to find a pin. Where the hell's the front panel on this thing? Sorry. Wow. You know, this gadget that I'm using might be coated in plastic. It might not be. Oh, there we go. Hey! Like I said, I don't remember if I've tested this thing or not, so. We got video? Hey, we got video. All right. Yeah, the sludge HP key. Whoa! Did you see that picture? Damn. What's impossible on a VIA? Oh, do they not have enough PCIe lanes? All right. Wow, that's a lot of IDE channels. Damn. Oh, probably because of SATA. I think this has SATA. Yeah, that's why. All right. Well, this looks like a completely ordinary machine. Yeah. Totally regular. Oh, wait. Frequency voltage. Will that tell me? Nope. Won't identify the CPU. Okay. So let's exit that. And let's see if we can... Oh, wow. Main processor is a PC2500. What? So is it a VIA? The brown port on the bottom. Oh, that's an AMR. Basically, audio modem riser. It's a little breakout port that's used for connecting audio and phone jacks. For some reason, Firefox just closed, so I can't read chat right now. Give me a second. Also, like the text got a little corrupted because I paused it. So IDE channel 0 arrives. Haven't seen that happen before. Okay, give me a second. I gotta get my Firefox session back up. What the hell, Firefox? Why did you do this? Okay. Anyway, via PC2500. Yes. Here we go. This is a low-power VIA PC2500 motherboard with a VIA CN700 digital media chipset and a Unichrome Pro 2 graphics processor. And it's a C7. Okay, I thought this was a VIA C3, but it's a C7. Okay, so I got to look around a little bit because I swear I have another board that has a C3. I think it's even bigger, though. So... Yeah, Unichrome, baby. Yeah. All right, well, all right. So we've at least proven that the PicoPSU works. That's good. That was honestly the most important thing. You know, as long as that works, we're probably in the money here. You know, I wonder. Oh, holy shit. So the chassis jack that came dangling off this PicoPSU just happens to have threading that fits the threading on this screw-on DC barrel plug. What are the chances of that? Probably about 1 in 1. They probably did it on purpose. All right. Well, 6 or 7 things are coming up Millhouse. So now we are faced with now we are faced with some decisions. What do we do next? To make this machine work, I'm going to have to heal the other VIA motherboard here, the EPIA. I think the EPIA is actually closer to what I want anyway. Well, I mean, I guess I could also try and get that board to work, but frankly, I would really rather fix the EPIA. This is, I think it's older, I want to say. I think it's older. Could be wrong. Right form factor. It's got the IDE ports. See, I'm all set up to use a... We have an IDE 1 gig transcend disk on module. This should do perfectly. So that's going to be our computer. That's what we want to do. So, yeah. I like this board. This is what I'd like to use. The only question is... Oh, this won't come out because it's got retaining clips on it. Whoa, look at that. Little press-in retaining clips. I didn't know that was a thing on those connectors. Anyway, the question is, do I have appropriate capacitors to recap this thing? Because if so, I'll just damn do it right now. And that's what we'll be doing tonight. But I don't think I do. Let me look in... I think I have one bag of spare capacitors here. What are these? These are... Oh, shit. 1,000. 10 volt. Oh, shit. That's not enough. That's 1,000. I need 1,500. It'd be silly. I mean, it might work, but it'd be silly to do the job only to have to do it again, right? Sorry, let me dump out this bag here. I know that I have the appropriate caps. They're just at the office, and I ain't at the office, so I can't go. I can't go get them because I've been drinking, so I can't drive. So none of those. I don't think I've got the caps to do this right now, but let me put you on hold. I'll be right back. Need a drink anyway. Okay, so it looks like I don't have it. I figured I didn't. I've got lots of caps, but they're all at the office. So I will not be able to proceed on this today. And that's probably for the best. So just for kicks, we're going to see if the board will fire up. I don't think it will. That many blown caps. I mean, Christ. This board at least doesn't have the 4-pin. That's convenient. Oh. Oh, shit. The clip. Yeah, the clip on the ATX, I think, is hitting one of the windings on a toroid. Huh. Well. Can't be helped. It looks like it's seated. Good enough. All right. Well, let's not that. This. Here we go. Let's plug that bad boy in. Let's plug that good boy in. Everything about that? VGA. We on the right input? Yep. Analog. Where's my power brick? Where is my power brick? Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, fan's not on, so we got to bridge something somewhere. Where's the front panel on this bad boy? Probably up there? Yep, that's the panel. Okay. Nothing doing. Oh, right. Yeah, like I said before, it died. I forgot. I'm sitting here going like, oh, why won't it turn on? It won't turn on because it's broken. Okay, well, you know what, I was thinking about what my options were, and I don't want, like, any of them other than to just do this right. So what we'll do is tomorrow I'll roll over to the office. I'll see if I've got a bunch of 10 volt, 1500 microfarad caps. Let me just take a second look, make sure these aren't secretly what I'm looking for, but, nope, 10, 1000. Okay, let's check these again. They are 15, right? What if they are 10? Nope, 10 volt, 1500, and these are 10 volt, 1000. Yeah, those won't work. They're also too fat. Yeah, I think those are probably too fat, so. Alright, well, I'm going to call it for today. Let's just call it there. That's good. Sorry, everyone. But I just don't want to do this wrong. It'd be stupid, so I'm just going to go ahead and bail, and we'll probably do another one of these tomorrow, most likely. I don't actually have any other dead boards around. I throw them all away pretty quickly. So, okay, everyone. Well, it's been good, but it would be the right thing to do for me to bail at this time instead of try and find other things to do. So I'm going to do that. Y'all have a good night. Bye.